Yo, what up? It's Wednesday, September 14th, and we're about to do the rage. And I'm actually raging really hard because the initial roadmap for this month had different dates for all these elusive targets, and then it got changed, and I wasn't aware of that. So I almost missed this, but good thing I didn't. But we're already kind of in a rage mood going into this, so let's just go ahead and do this. Let's watch the video.
Good evening, 47. Your target is Sully the Crusher Bowden, a former middleweight champion. Known for his short temper and sudden bouts of rage, he has always been a ticking time bomb. Unpredictable and unruly in the ring, he finally crossed the line when he killed an opponent during a match. He showed no signs of remorse and was found guilty of first-degree manslaughter. However, he managed to flee the country and has since been on the run, making a living setting up illegal fight matches that are closer to death matches. Bowden has a lot of blood on his hands. The grieving family of the victim have reached out to us for closure, and after an extensive search, we've tracked him down in Chongqing. They want to have done to him what was done to their son. An eye for an eye, 47. Good luck.
Alright, here's the intel. If you want to read it, just pause the video as I scroll through this. Alright, so with these videos, I generally assume that you have nothing unlocked. So we can go ahead and pick the very first start location and bring nothing with us. And what we're going to end up doing is you can end up killing him however you want. We're going to have him isolated in a room. The only thing is, it's not going to be loud because there will be other NPCs in the adjacent rooms. So if you're trying to chuck a bomb in his head or something, that's not going to work with this method. But otherwise, you don't really need to bring anything, and you can start in the default starting location. And let's go ahead and do this.
Good evening, 47. Sully the Crusher Bowden is currently setting up one of his street fight events, riling up his fighters and taking illegal bets. The event takes place tomorrow night, so this is a perfect opportunity to get close. Good luck, 47.
And I should say, what I plan to do is to confront him face to face and get into a fist fight with him and then break his neck. So that's going to be the way that I'm going to do it. Because I feel like that's the most, what do you call it, like appropriate way. The client said that they wanted me to do to him what they did to their son or whatever, so we'll have some fun with this. So the first thing that you're going to want to do, no matter where you start, is you're going to want to go to these apartments and essentially just run all the way to the top. I just want to quickly note here that, let's see, we can't get into that room, I guess. That's fine. So over here, just pick up one of these items and kind of like chuck it over here. We're trying to lure one of these guards and get him as far away as possible from the other guard.
Got it.
So if you do it in the corner, you should be able to subdue him without the other guard seeing. And then pick up his gun. Essentially drag him inside. Once you're inside, you can kind of just leave his body and take his outfit. Maybe I'll leave it on the top floor here just to be safe. And now we can essentially head straight to the room where the target's located. But if you want to make it even easier, like if you want to use lethal poison, for example, I'll show you where to get it if you haven't brought it with you. So I would just go to this top area over here. And we want to go over there, but there's a camera, and if you didn't bring a silence gun, then you can't shoot it up. So you want to just wait until there's a small opening for you.
How strong is your hit?
The poison is essentially on the other side of this wall.
Tell me your name. Tell me the name of your mother.
I don't understand what is happening to me. I don't like this.
Okay.
As soon as the spotter's gone, you can pick up the lethal poison over here.
Good. That's noted. I'll stop by again in a few minutes.
And then that's all you need to do if you want to get the lethal poison. Just gonna wait for the camera to move again. So from here, we can essentially go back down to the streets. Once you're on street level, you go up this way.
What's going on in that middle? It's 3 in the morning.
And since we're in disguise, should be able to just walk right past this checkpoint.
Let me know if you see any of the others slacking.
Then what we're gonna do is, essentially I'm gonna walk through this window. But the thing is that the target and his bodyguard will be going through this room at the bottom of the stairs. And the bodyguard will be able to spot your uniform. So you want to just make sure that he's not coming before you round the corner. Looks like that's the target right there, sort of in the center of my screen. And the person to his left is probably his bodyguard, which is a spotter. So since they're nearby, they will be walking through this area shortly. So I'm just going to wait for them to pass. So here he comes through the door.
That is Sully Bowden, aka the Crusher. Middleweight champion with, let's say, a taste for sweat.
Just climb through this window out here and just wait for them to pass. You can see that he's sniffing some coke, and that's going to be our poison opportunity if that's the route you want to take. So he walks in a circle, so he'll only be passing through this area in the direction that he's currently going in. Here he comes with his bodyguard. Once they walk past, we'll go back down there. I'm going to close this door, and I'm going to turn off this fuse box. Then I'm going to run down over here. Now keep in mind, we need a throwable, and there's a crowbar right there in the corner. So I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to stay behind this guy's vision.
God, this is not my fucking job.
Knock him out, and then turn the fuse box back on. And then we can just leave him here briefly. What we want to do is knock this guy out, but we don't want to be in view of the door, ideally. So maybe just distract him somewhat.
What's that? Just typical.
So we've separated them, we've knocked them both out. Now we're gonna hide both of them in this closet right here. There's plenty of time to do this, by the way. Then, if you want to just do this as easily as possible, use a lethal poison on the cocaine right now. Go get your suit and just head toward the exit. That's the easiest way to do this. But I would rather do this in a more ironic way. So at this point, I just need to stay here and chill and wait for the target and his bodyguard to come back. I think he's almost here, in fact. I think that's him in the distance right there. So since his bodyguard is a spotter, you gotta make sure that you don't get spotted, obviously. But the bodyguard will end up standing kind of like right where I am and looking away from you, so you should be able to get a very easy knockout on him. Here we go. So I'm just gonna hide around this corner. Target is gonna sit down first, I think. The guard is gonna get into position, and as soon as the target stands up and approaches the table, I'm gonna immediately chuck this thing at the bodyguard's head. I believe the target will hear the noise immediately and spot the body, but that's okay because we're going to kill him, so we're going to just like confront him immediately after that.
I need to focus.
So there we go. Okay, I'm happy to distract him. I honestly don't care.
Come on!
There we go. I thought he would put up a fist fight or something. I thought he was programmed to do that because he's a boxer, but I guess he didn't. Anyway, so there's no room to leave these bodies, but it's okay because no one will come here. So at this point, you can kill him however you want. I'm just going to snap his neck.
Target eliminated.
But another way you could do it is
Your money is being transferred.
shoot him, throw a sharp object at his head. You could have also done any of that while he was still up, obviously. But yeah, so at this point, we just need to get out of here. So I'm going to go back to the apartment and just get my suit and get out of here. And there's a number of different exits that are available to us. We can either go to where we started the mission, or I think from here, even closer would be that motorcycle in the distance.
My knee is so sore. Like that.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Not a lot of skill involved. Alright, so the fastest people should be doing this pretty fast, because this has been out for a while. 8 seconds. Congratulations to Steph23V1995. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time.